Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do slayers in hypixel skyblock. Now slayers can be used in all different kinds of levels in the game, except for maybe early game. But from mid game all the way to end game, you can be doing slayers because the ender slayer at the end is really the hardest. Now you can find the slayer thing over here in the bar right here, and then if you go downstairs, then you'll find this guy named Maddox that you can do Slayer quests. Now there's 4 different types. There's the zombie or revenant, there's the tarantula, Sven Pack Master, and the Void Gloom's Sheriff. That's the Enderman Slayer that just got added. So first up's the Zombie Slayer. Now this is the only one with level 5 or tier 5 Slayer for now. There's probably going to be other ones added before, but right now this is the only one with a tier 5, and the tier 5's way more difficult than all the other ones. It's like it shoots TNT rapidly at you, and every once in a while it does an explosion of like thunder and an explosion. The tier 4 gets enraged, and when it hits you it heals. um, this is probably a mid-game type area, maybe um, Shadow Assassin or Dragon Armor. And then a pet that you should use is a Wolf pet. I think for the tier 5 Slayer, you probably need like a decent weapon, and also for the tier 4, you're gonna want to kill it as fast as possible. So also a decent weapon. Probably like a livid dagger, or if you have like a bow, then use that, like a juju bow or something. The best place to do this is in the top left of the graveyard. You should probably stay behind a wall when you're fighting it, so that um, it doesn't you don't take a lot of knockback and you just kill it really quickly. Next up is the Spider Slayer. Now this one, you should also stay behind a wall, because it does this move where it goes behind you, and it gets really annoying to kill it because it it decreases your healing every, like, I don't know, like 10 seconds or 20 seconds. So you're gonna want to kill this as quick as possible. The best thing to use is to kill Spider Slayers is Scorpion Foil, uh, Tarantula Armor. The good pets for this are Tarantula and Wolf. I suggest Wolf, but you can use Tarantula because it does more XP for spiders. So it's it's your pick. Next up is Wolf. Now this one's, I think, the hardest one out of the 3 here. The hardest one is definitely Ender, but out of these 3, it's Wolf, because Wolf does true damage, and the only way to really defend from this is True Protection or Mastiff Armor. Mastiff Armor isn't really the best, but if you're late game or end game, then just use your armor. Like if you're the Shadow Assassin or Necron, just use that armor. But if you're kind of like mid game, maybe get Mastiff Armor, so you could take out these Slayers pretty quickly. Um, this Slayer has 3 moves. When it gets to half health, it spawns pups. Um, it can, like, when you stand still, it hits you up in the air, and then it has this move where it just does. It's just like like a crit kind of. It like does more damage basically. Uh, a good way to counter this is in water. There's a spot in the Howling Caves, and the Howling Caves is actually a really good place to grind um, Wolf Slayer. Um, it'll probably show up in the screen right now that um, the wolves can't swim in water that well, so it kind of, you can just go around it and hit it, and you really don't take much damage. Also, again, good wolf pet, good pet is the wolf pet. So, yeah. up is the Enderman Slayer. Now this one's overall the hardest because the tier 2 can literally just destroy an end game player with like full with just like Warden helmet and Necron armor. Now this one is the hardest because one, it has this hit phase that it's like a shield, so you have to hit it multiple times. I suggest for this one you get like a summoning ring so that you can like get dungeon things like maybe a zombie knight or something like that, so that it'll just zoom through the hit phase really quickly. And then the next thing that makes this one really hard is the beacon. Now for the beacon, you just gotta get really close to the beacon. You don't really have to like um you don't really have to like hit the beacon or like, yeah, you don't really have to hit the beacon. You just gotta stand like in a 2 block radius of it, and then it'll just destroy it by itself. If you don't do that, then you're gonna be dead really quickly. So but anyways, the next thing is heads. Now when it's like normally when you're just hitting it, it'll shoot out these heads that shoot lasers at you, and but they don't do a lot of damage at first. But if you get like if there's like 6 or 7 or 8, then they'll be doing like 200 damage like per hit, and it's just gonna zoom by your health, and you're just gonna be dead automatically. So the way to prevent this is just look at them for like 2 seconds or 1 second, and then just like move on to the next one, or just start hitting it again. Anyways, the next thing is the lasers. Now, when it gets pretty low, it'll do this thing where it shoots out 3 lasers and just spins in a circle. And at that time, it's gonna be invincible. So you have to stay at least 20 blocks away from the Enderman in the middle, and you have to dodge the lasers by jumping over them. And if you don't do that, then your health will just decrease rapidly, just like you're just gonna die. And then the next thing is, okay, the next thing that we're going to talk about is the weapons and the armor you need to defeat this boss. Now, in the beginning, what the heck? Oh. So like in the beginning, you can use like use a one for all end blade with like a ton of coins, like maybe like, I don't know, 20 million, 100 million. Um and you can probably do the first slayers couple easy. Final destination armor is optional. You don't necessarily need final destination armor to do this boss. And oh, that was an accident. Anyways, but the void gloom, what's it called? The Vorpal katana and the atom split katanas are like absolutely necessary for this boss. Like without these, you probably won't be able to do the tier 2s and the tier 3s. So make sure you get these, because these are like the most important things to this end slayer. Um, and then the two other necessary things is probably the plasma flux orb and the wand of atonement for this. For the armor, final destination or ender armor. Ender armor also works pretty well in this. If you have a high kata level, I mean a high combat level, sorry, then um, it'll probably work good because it times it by 2, so you'll be doing a ton more damage and have a lot of defense. Um, anyways, that's pretty much it. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope this helps you a lot in your Slayer requests. Also, remember that um, they changed the things so that if you're doing it with a friend, then it'll like not really split the XP. So doing it with a partner or grinding with a friend in a co-op or something would probably be good, not good, not bad. So if you have that option, maybe do that. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this really helped you. See you guys in the next one. Peace.